I'm sorry. I apologise to all my clients now. I'm really, really sorry. I'm also going to call out one of my peers. Hey everybody, so here we are, episode 3 of Pat versus Luke. As you can see, I'm stood on a platform and my ollie heels, and I'm still shorter than him. So obviously that's Pat's excuse for why he's got small legs, is because he's so tall.
I'm like a toffee apple, stretched out.
And I'm just small legs. I'm just
jacked and tanned.
Yeah. Today is the hypertrophy day, the leg session. I've already done my squats this morning.
I'm going to grow some massive legs.
Yes. Hamstrings first, high volume. We're going to do 4 or 5 sets of 20. We'll do a couple of warm-up sets of 10, 15 reps. Then we'll build up till we get to a tough 20. At that tough 20, we'll call it that. So that's it, just to get the hamstrings nice, pumped and full of blood.
If anyone's watched South Park and seen Jeff Bezos, it's very, very similar to Luke. Excuse my shaky hand.
And this is why I'm in counselling and I don't feel good enough. And it gets reaffirmed with this shit.
Love you, bro.
Pat's last set, I'm going to get him to do his 20 reps. We're then going to do 10 very slow partials. And we're then going to do 5 forced eccentrics, okay, where I'm going to push down and Pat's going to resist. 19, 20, 10 really slow parts. 4, 3, 2, nice and slow, nice and slow. 1, now 4, so bring them all the way up. Right, now squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good lad, and again. Squeeze, squeeze, Pat, come on, resist. Good, 3 more. And resist, resist, resist. Yes, good lad, 2 more, come on. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good, 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. While it's up. Squeeze, squeeze, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, good lad. As my clients will know, that's just the warm-up. So now we're going to go on to glutes, and this is the machine that pretty much I think of as certain somebody's mum when I'm on here, and it gives me that extra like real motivation to push harder and grind and really, really work up a sweat and get it juicy and moist and dirty.
How would you do that?
Is it one of them cheap beast tops? You'd have to pay me to wear that stuff.
Good job they do.
So now we're going to go on to the main event. We're going to do leg press, and we're going to go up to about 80% of our max on the leg press for 10 reps. We're then going to do 4 sets of 10 on Bulgarian split squats with 10 partials out at the bottom. We're then going to go back to the leg press where we left off and carry on until we just can't do any more. So we've gone up to about 80%. Leave that loaded because we're going to come back to that. We're now going to do some Bulgarian split squats, 4 sets of 10 with 10 partials out at the bottom. Then when we've done that, we're going to come back on here where we left off and go again. My clients will be loving watching me do this, man. Yeah, progressive overload. It's not just about adding weight. See, when you hench though, like that's just like a feather. Everybody hates me. Let's go, work it hard, Pat, work it hard, come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good lad, keep going, 2, yes, one more. Well done. I'm done already. We've still got 2 sets exercises to do. Fuck. So that's the Bulgarians done now. The legs are absolutely annihilated. I'm not going to lie. I went a little bit too heavy building up, okay, because I've got to go back on this now. Now, because of my anxiety and because my legs are so trashed from that, I'm going to fucking leave my ego at the door and I'm going to take a couple of plates off. Number 1, to be safe. And number 2, I will still get a fucking truckload of muscle damage from going back on this and going at 6 plates. Then if I feel comfortable, the next set I'll do 7. And then if I feel comfortable, the next set I'll do 8. Pat's perfectly fine with this, so he's gonna do 8 plates, then he's gonna do 9, then he's gonna do 10.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't say that either. He just agreed to that. So another point that Luke's making out here is, they always say about putting your numbers in your books and beating your numbers, and if it says it in your book, you should stick to it. But you've got to train smart, not necessarily hard all the time. We could do 10 reps on 10 plates, and they could be shit reps where you're just forcing the rep out. Our knees are going to be in pain. I've got a meniscus tear. He's got adductor injuries. He's got other injuries and stuff like that. So it's just not sensible. So it's always better to be clever, train smart, not necessarily hard all the time. I'm also going to call out one of my peers, JP, an incredible athlete, an incredible coach. JP was quoted, and I've seen him say that, like, somebody who hasn't written down and logged their workouts for however many years in a book has wasted all that training. That's bullshit. It doesn't matter what's on the paper. When you go on stage, they don't ask you what you squat. They don't ask you what you're deadlifting. They don't ask you what you fucking bench press. It's what you look like, okay? That's the important thing. It's what the mirror tells you, not what's on here. So long as you're working, as Pat has said earlier, as long as you're working and you're pushing as hard as you fucking can, that's enough, man. The weights don't mean anything. You're not a strong man. Weights mean to me, I have to lift so much. Weights mean something to a powerlifter. Weights mean something to CrossFitters. They don't mean anything to a bodybuilder. It's just one facet of tracking progress. Just fucking one.
you need to listen to your body and your mind as well. It's not, leave your ego at the door. Your ego will not grow your muscles. So we're going to do single leg extensions. So we're going to do 10 singles, so alternate legs, and we're then going to do 10 together at the end of each set. So each set will be 20 reps in total. Feels sick. And that is legs absolutely, completely and utterly annihilated. I have now got to attempt to try and run a 5K now, which I'm really, really not looking forward to. But that was... I don't know. But that was an epic session, mate. That was really, really good. There was no sick, I do apologise, we did promise sick, but there wasn't any sick. Had there been squats, I think we'd have definitely had a bit of vomiting, but with the kind of intensity that you need to be training at and training with, but you also need to be sensible as well and not push yourself to the point where you rip something off, because, you know, using your ego to go for 10 plates this week, injuring yourself and then not being able to train legs for a month or 6 weeks is absolutely fucking pointless and completely and utterly counterproductive. Any ideas what you would like to see me and Pat do? I don't know, maybe taekwondo,
rock climbing, gymnastics.
Anything really that gets my anxiety going, which is pretty much fucking hell, waking up in the morning. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learned a little bit.